Welcome. In this lecture, we will be going to understand some basic patterns of CRO. Now, before understanding the patterns, we should know what is the basic function of CRO. CRO is used in laboratory for displaying and analysis of waveforms. This is the basic function of using a CRO. In CRO, there is a very important part that is called cathode ray tube or CRT, which has been shown in this diagram. Here, a very important component for creating the pattern at the CRO is electron gun, by which the electrons are emitted and a beam called electron beam is produced like this shown in the diagram. This beam hits this screen. This is the screen made with phosphor and coated with aquadag, forms the luminous spot. Now, how is that? If we apply a sinusoidal input to the CRO as a signal, then this CRO screen will produce an waveform like this. The scales on the screen will help us to determine the time period, frequency, amplitude, all these things from this output waveform on the screen. Now, there is a very important part in CRO that is called deflecting coils or deflecting plates. Those are mostly of two types. One is horizontal deflecting plate and another is vertical deflecting plate. Now, what is the function of these plates? These are used to deflect electron beam according to the input signal. The position of these deflecting plates are in between the electron gun and the screen. These are in between these two components of the CRT tube. Now, what is our objective of this lecture? To find the basic pattern formation in CRO. So let us see this. Suppose we have applied a sinusoidal voltage, that is VH, to the horizontal deflecting plate, and we have applied nothing or no signal to vertical deflecting plate. Clear? Now, what type of pattern we will find on the screen? So let us name the instants of this voltage signal as 0, the extreme positive is 1, again 0 is 2, extreme negative is 3, and again 0 is 4. These are the 4 instants. Okay, now this is the CRO screen. We can divide this screen into 3 positions, like this is the central position, the extreme left and the extreme right, extreme up and extreme down. Okay, so at 0 instant the value of the voltage is 0 because there is no amplitude. So this is the 0 position compared to the 0 position of the waveform. Now, when the value of the waveform is increasing or the amplitude is increasing, then it is moving towards the position 1, then it has the highest positive value. Now whenever in a xy graph, if this is positive x, this is negative x, this is positive y, and this is negative y, so if you have something positive value and that is the extreme positive, then the point of that particular magnitude or coordinate will be at the right side of this xy axis. Same is here. The point 1 is the highest positive value, so the highest positive point is here, 1. Again, when waveform again returning to 2 position, then the amplitude is again 0, so this is again the 0 position, 0 value, or better to say the position of 2. Now at the 3, it is the extreme negative value, so this is the extreme position of 3. So first the waveform or the line at the CRO output will go from 0 to 1. Better we write this one at this position because it is a positive one, so I have written it in the upper side. Next, from this 1 position, it is returning again to 0 position, so the movement will be again to point 2, that is 2. Then this 2 position to it is going to extreme negative, that is the 3 position, so this is 3. Now from 3, the waveform is going to again position 4, so it is returning to again the amplitude of 0 value, so again it is at position 4. So we will find an horizontal line at the central position of the screen like this I have drawn here for this VH input signal to the horizontal deflecting plate. Clear? Now in the same way, if we apply a sinusoidal signal to the vertical deflecting plate and no signal to the horizontal deflecting plate, then what type of output waveform we will see in the CRO screen? So in similar way, let us name it 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now same thing is at 0 position the value is 0. Which value? The amplitude. And as we proceeding towards 1, the value of the amplitude is increasing, and at 1 it is maximum, so this is the 0 position. Now from 0 to 1 the amplitude is maximum, so this is 1. From 1 to 2 the amplitude again decreasing and becoming 0, so in the same way it is 2, then 2 to 3 it is extreme negative, and 3 to 4 again 0. So we will get a vertical line like this on the CRO screen as the output of this voltage waveform, which is sinusoidal in nature and given to the vertical deflecting plate. Now next thing is, what will happen if we simultaneously apply 2 signals or 2 sinusoidal signals to the horizontal deflecting plate and vertical deflecting plate. So this is our case 1, this is our case 2, and this is our case 3. Let's see. See, at instant 0 the value of the or the amplitude of the horizontal signal and vertical signal both are 0. So at the first instant the position of the output of the CRO screen is here at 0 position. Now when we are moving towards position 1 in both horizontal and vertical deflecting plate, so here I am making the chart for your convenience, that is at the 0 position both VH and VV are in 0, so this is 0. Now at position 1 VH is max and Vmin is also max, that is at the maximum value. So in the CRO screen, the maximum point for positive value of horizontal signal is this and vertical signal is this. When both are at the maximum position, then the output point will be both horizontally positive and vertically positive. So for horizontally positive it is at this point, and for vertically positive is at this point. So your point number 1 will be here. Now again at 2, both the VH and VV is 0. So again the output point will be at 0 position. So first it will travel to 0 to 1, and then it will travel back to 1 to 2, and then at point number 3 both the value are their extreme negative, that is maximum negative. Here it was maximum positive. So at the maximum negative we can write like this, and we can get the point like this. For horizontal plate this is the maximum negative point, and for vertical plate this is the maximum negative point. So our point will be the intersection of these two maximum, that is at this point. So this is position 3, and again at the position 4 both are at their 0 position. So again the output will return back to its 0 position, or we can write it as 4. So the pattern we will find in the CRO tube will be like this: a green luminous glow at the CRO tube, like I have drawn in case 1 and case 2, and for case 3 this will be like this. So there may be plenty number of patterns that we can obtain at the CRO tube using different types of waveform at the horizontal and vertical plates as input signal, and we can measure the output of these signals and get a pattern on the CRO screen. So I think the concept is clear to you. Now your work is to finding out the pattern that we will find at the CRO screen if there is a phase difference of 45 degree between the horizontal and vertical applied voltage. That means the vertical voltage will be started from this particular position and will be like this, because this is 180 degree or pi, this is pi by 2 or 90 degree, so this is pi by 4 by or 445 degree. So the vertical voltage will be started from this position, and accordingly we have to name it 0, 1, 2, 3 like this, and you find the pattern of the output voltage waveform at the CRO screen when there is a 45 degree phase difference. And what you have found by following the same way I have described here, mention in the comment section below. Thank you.